another live showcase. Hopefully I don't make this video too long, but I always have fun doing these anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I think I have had some people complain in the past that, oh, your videos are too long, but whatever. It is what it is. We are here today on this wonderful Monday, the Mun of Days, the Olivia Mun of Days. And we're going to hang out for a little bit, talk some toys. I got some figures in when I got home. I did the whole oxkrewe wave, so I hope you guys can check that out and enjoy it if you can or want to. That was the past live showcase I did. I pretty much said I was just going to show off the figures and then do the reviews later, but I think that's good. I'm just going to consider that the whole review process. I mean, well, I guess I didn't go through Articulate. I guess I could go back and maybe do them as a whole, but in a quick shot. But at this point, in this stage of the game, I would assume that most people know the articulated points and all of that fun stuff. So we're just going to go with that. Let me readjust my lighting so I'm not blinding you to death. Like I said, I got some figures when I got home from Buffalo, which I just got home. My mom had knee surgery. I had to go back to Buffalo to help her out with like recovery and rehab and stuff like that. So I was gone for about a week. I just got back not too long ago, and I came home to some more Cosmic Legions that I picked up because they got a regular retail sale going on. That's what I'm going to call it. It's not a true sale, but it's a regular retail sale. So I took advantage of that, picked up some more. I picked up some Mythic Legions also. That's what we're going to cover today. And yeah, hope we have fun doing it, hopefully. So let's start off with the... Oh, and I think I left one downstairs. I did. I know I did. I've also just got a box in the mail, 2 boxes in the mail. I'm pretty sure I know what one is, but I don't know what the other one is. So I'll have to go through that, and hopefully my whole order is there. Anyway, let's get started, because I don't want you just staring at a nothing screen here. We'll get started with the first Mythic Legion I picked up, and I have all of his accessories, I believe, in one of these bags. Yeah, I do. But I picked up Waltor. He is the Applebone. What's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I picked up the Waltor tribute figure. I'm not sure what I want to do with this just yet. I want to keep it as is. I don't think I'm going to be customizing this. But I wasn't a big fan. Let me readjust my camera here. I wasn't a big fan of him having the skull head. Now, if you don't know anything, this is a tribute figure to Walter Hagen. He is on the Cosmic Cabal and Mythic Cabal. I think he started those fan pages for Mythic and Cosmic Legion. So I think he pretty much like runs the page and all that fun stuff. So this was like a tribute to him for all his hard work and dedication for those pages. And yeah, I guess he's a big fan of skeletons, so they gave him a skeleton head. I'm going to swap the head out and give it a custom head. And that'll be Waltor's head. I haven't decided what head I'm going to use just yet, but I'm going to get a custom printed head or print a head, either one, and paint it up, and that'll be, there you go, my tribute to Waltor as a true character, not just I don't know, this just doesn't make much sense having him with a skeleton head. I don't know. It doesn't really fit. Like, it fits the Mythic Legions, but Cosmic, it's like, it's got to make a little more sense than that. So, I don't know. That's just my personal preference. It looks nice, especially the skeleton. Yeah. Like I said, he's a big fan of the skeletons. I'm not the biggest fan of the skeletons, to be honest with you. That's just my personal preference. I'm not one of those people, but you know, I get why people like them, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. I just think this head's kind of like, you know. But he does come with alternate heads as well. I'm not going to get into a whole review because I'll probably review all the stuff. But he comes with multiple hands. He comes with a rifle. He comes with the pistol. Comes with a one single hose to kind of plug it into either the rifle or the pistol. He also comes with the your typical. I think he comes with the tough science officer head. He also comes with a uh, what you call it, a helmet as well, which is painted silver, which is weird. I don't know why they painted him this beautiful, nice flight pilot Luke orange color, and then gave him a like a silver dome. It's just kind of weird, but um, start off with the next individual here, which I'm looking to see which ones I want to do that. We'll just go with, you know what, I'll just grab and go. I picked up AA20, and he comes with the Magnus head into like a, what you call it, like an alien head, which I don't have really an issue with that. That doesn't really bother me too much. But it comes with a backpack, a pistol, a rifle, and a couple other things. Like I'm probably going to do his review with I think it's like CC whatever. I don't know. This is essentially a tribute to what 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 I would assume is a tribute to the Predator. Because it looks like it would be a Predator. You know, it's got the Novian lean open mouth, which is such a great head sculpt. But I actually like the paint apps better on this figure than Novian lean's head. There's just something to do with the browns and the different color greens that really flow well. Um, I actually have a couple custom chest vent pieces that I actually ordered, and I'm going to swap that out, paint it, and then swap it out. I actually have them right here. I have the, let me see if I can get them out of this bag here. I have a Mars Attacks. You can't really see it because it's all a clear green plastic, but I'm going to paint this and plug that in there. Or I might actually, because I have this one, let me see if I can get it out of this bag. I'm going to have to pour everything out. Yep, of course, it was at the bottom of the bag. I also have a Sphexian-esque chest piece as well that I'm going to paint. I might actually go with this in the chest piece because it's like grooved and kind of almost looks like scales. So might go with that instead of the Mars Attacks vent. But yeah, they also came with a bunch of cool accessories, fun stuff like that, which I'm not going to get into with this showcase. I'm going to try and keep this as much of a true showcase as possible, showing off the figures, talking about the figures, and then in the review, I'll probably review both of these guys together. But a really fun set. You can get these as a set, or you can buy them single carded. Whatever you want to do there, as far as that goes. They are still currently, I think, up until the end of this month, which is a couple days away, available on the Store Horseman website. So if you want to pick them up, you can. This is essentially the majority of the stuff that CC comes with and AA comes with as well. So there's that. And I think AA actually comes, I'm not sure if this is a new piece, but I haven't seen it on anybody else. Maybe it came on a Mythic Legion, but the collared piece looks to be like a new piece for some reason. I don't know why. Most of him is the Novian lean body. So there's that to kind of point out. Same thing with the boots and everything. And then he's got a bunch of different stuff from Sligor. or I'm sorry, not Sligor. What am I talking about? I can't think of his name. Oleg Thygar. He's got the Oleg Thygar arms, I believe, and then the Tusk body. It might be the Sphexian body. I'm not sure, but he's also got the Oleg Thygar neck piece, which I prefer. It comes with two neck pieces. Um, the Tusk backpack, the Sphexian legs, the belt piece from Vorga. So it's a nice mixture of parts for him, and I think everything here just looks like it would be like a NECA Predator. Um, so there's that. I think it's pretty comparable to the work that NECA does as well. In some places, I would say the paint apps look crisper on this than some of my NECA Predators. Not all of them, but some of them. So there's that to point out. Didn't notice the California raisins. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah, those are my childhood California raisins, man. They're gonna be in every video. So my dad actually bought me those when he came back. Oh god, what year was that? Maybe 86 or 87. He brought me those back from Vegas. I think he bought them. But yeah, so there's the creature 2-pack. So there's those guys. We'll set them over here. Right there. We'll push him back and slide him. So actually, and the cool thing is about the story for these two is that he's actually, I think he's actually an escapee that's kind of out of control, CC. And then AA is the subjugated one where he, I guess is, what I would assume is, and I can't remember the story. I did read the whole bio, but essentially the story is he's an escapee out of control, and they send AA to hunt him down, which is pretty cool. So that's fun. Pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. All right, so next one, we're rolling pretty quick here. I keep wanting to. Oh, here we go. He's right here. The next one is the ATL 25 exclusive from the Atlanta Toy Show, I believe, or Toylanta show of this year or last year or something like that. I can't remember. It says ATL 25, so I'm assuming it was this year. But anyway, it's the exclusive figure. I really kind of enjoyed this figure a lot more than I thought I was going to. When I saw he was up for, I think the regular price he was going for at the exclusive toy show, I was like, yeah, I'll toss him in my cart, sure. And he looks cool. He is using parts from Novian Lean, parts from I'm trying to think who else. The chest piece is Novian Lean. The legs are Novian Lean and some other characters. The belt, I'm trying to think what the belt is from as I look around here. I want to say the belt. It'll click in a second. I know what it is. Woodman, what's going on, bud? He says, hey, you're gonna need a bigger shelf for all those cosmic figures. Yeah, I know. I gotta friggin' make space now. Apple says, oh, evening, Woodman. But yeah, the new cross draw belt piece, which is cool. I like that. Nice sculpting there. The gauntlets are Tusk. The hands are from a Mythic Legion, which I know his name. He came with the owl or the bird. He had Dubon. Those are the Dubon hands, I believe, or what's his name? There's a few. But anyway, they're using those hands, so I think he's pretty well done. Let me give you a good look at him, so he's not just standing there. Comes with the Vorga gun, with the gun attachment in the front, with the belt-fed piece to the backpack. The belt-fed piece on the bottom still kind of likes to pop out here and there, but he also comes with a sidearm, which plugs right into right there, and then also a nicely painted camo rifle, which is the typical rifle. I do wish that they, the horsemen, especially with like cosmic legions, they would produce more like sci-fi esque like weaponry, like not just like bladed attachments and stuff like that. But we really, when you think about it, we're very limited with what we have from the horsemen as far as firearms for like sci-fi firearms for our cosmic legions. Like I've been finding myself more and more 3D printing stuff and downloading files for custom firearms because to me, it's not just the character itself, but it's also what they're wielding that kind of makes them a little bit more interesting, you know? So, I don't know. I always thought that was an important thing to me. Maybe it's not an important thing to everybody else, but that's just my preference. But ATL 25 looks really good. Like I said, it comes with the same backpack as AA 20, and Vorga, and a whole plethora of other people. But and also the shoulder pauldrons are same thing as AA 20 and Novian Lean. So I think it's good reusage. There's no story arc with him, so you kind of have to make up your own stuff because he wasn't exclusive. But even so, like even the tribute figures have a story. Some of the exclusives, like the creature pack, they have a story, but he didn't get any sort of story whatsoever. So I don't know. It would have been nice if they did. Maybe it's because he's more human. I don't know. He's, I think, technically the first and only human in the line so far, not counting the heads pack that's coming out, which I think should probably just have been marketed as Mythic Legion's head pack, but that's just me. So we got Wall Tour, we got ATL 25, AA 20, and CC over there. All right. Next, we'll switch gears and we'll go to Mythic Legions really quick. And I'm just kind of covering what I already had opened up. And then I'll have to run downstairs and grab the last one I left downstairs. I was playing around with it earlier. And I'm going to do customs probably... I'll do customs after I do the stuff that I already opened up. And then we'll get to the stuff that I haven't opened up last. Because I just got it today. All right, so the... I want to say one of my most anticipated, and I own his Wave 1 figure. Expect a full review on these guys. I'm going to try and get this review done as quickly as possible. I did have to buy these as a set, not individually, but you can buy them individually on the Store Horseman website right now if you are interested. Let me move Waltor over. I got to move Big Boy over there, Big Gun Boy. I got to move him. And we probably got to move him out of frame. All right, so that's just what we'll do. All right, so just let me just get him out of the way. All right, there's that. All right, so we've got the Urksock and Otho 2-pack, which I'm super pumped about. Otho should have been re-released years ago. He was one of the highest aftermarketed figures. I think at one point he was going for almost $1,000 by himself, which is pretty crazy when you think about a Wave 1.0 figure. Now, this is his 2.0 counterpart. This is his 2.0 look. You can lift that up. I'll give you guys a better look at him. I'm going to do a full review, so that's why I'm kind of just touching on him and then moving on. But this is a lot of what he comes with. Is not everything. He comes with an alternate head that's unmasked. It does also come with a swappable faceplate, so you can take that faceplate out and swap it with another faceplate. He's got wired cloth goods right here in the sides and in the front, so that's really cool. It is an amazing helmet. Look at that, how cool that looks, that lion on the face mask. And if you don't know anything about Otho, he is actually the best friend to both Atlas the Conqueror and Attila Leoser. So, until they, Atlas and Attila had a falling out and Atlas left for still what reason, we don't know. But, you know, pretty cool. He comes with a new sword, which looks really great. And then I'm not sure if this one was reused because it's been a while since I bought a Mythic Legion. Kind of took a break from them unless it was something that I really, really wanted. So for both of these figures, they were pretty important, I thought. I didn't, or I do have a version of Urkzok. I think I actually got his head, the original head, not a 3D printed head, repainted or anything like that. And I put it on a different orc body because I was never actually able to find the Wave 1.0 figure for the price that I was willing to pay. But this version 2, as far as version 2s go, I think every version 2 at this point has trumped version 1. I don't think there's any really, unless you're a completist, necessity to actually go back and pay a top dollar big money for a version 1.0 when you've got these 2.0s coming out, and they are with all new armor, some of them. I want to say better paint apps now with the better technology that they are using now, especially with their paint and everything. I think the paint is superior now because they're doing a lot more like wear and tear, dry brushing and stuff like that, where they weren't doing that with 1.0 yet. They were still doing it, just not to this degree. But he comes with all new armor and everything, and it looks so good. I gotta fix this belt and his collar piece. There we go. That looks funky. It looks funky, baby. Yeah, funky like a monkey, jerky like a turkey. But yeah, all new weaponry with him, as you can see here. And then the axe as well. He also comes with a new shield, which looks amazing. And he is the commander, I believe, or the major. No, he's not the general, because the general is what's his name? Oh God, I can't think of his name. I have it spelled in my head, but I can't remember how to pronounce it. The big devil-looking guy from, you know what I mean, the big red devil. He's the general of the army, but I think he's the first in command next to what's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of anybody's name right now. I apologize. But anyway, he's an important key member to have for helping to lead Arathir's army. And then you've got Otho, which is another key member. So both these guys, I feel like they would be fighting each other. Like this makes sense to get it as a 2-pack, or if you get them single and buy them separately, but have them shipped together. I think this is a perfect thematic 2-pack. It's wonderfully done. And I love that this slides up. You can see Otho's face. When I go downstairs, and I'm going to grab the figure in a second, I'm going to do comparisons with the first ones. I'll do them in the review as well, but just to kind of add something else to this, I'll go get the Wave 1.0 counterparts as close as I could get to him. And show those off. So I'm going to go grab those. I apologize for not having them ready for the video, but I was kind of in a rush and doing 10,000 things at once. I will be right back. Enjoy the eye candy. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the wait there. All right, so with these counterparts, here is, I'll do one at a time. Now I added a lot of stuff. Now originally Urksock was, let me get him out of the way. Urksock had armored legs that were kind of like this graphite gray, almost like blackish color. The collared piece, the shoulder armor, the head is original. The upper torso is original. I can't remember if the cod piece or the tunic is, but the boots are as well. So here is the closest version I could got to him. Very similar pieces and everything. And like I said, I bought this figure essentially the way it was off of a Cabal collector. And he did say that he just swapped the legs. So the lower legs are different. Everything, he said everything else was the same. He just swapped those lower legs. Maybe it was the arms too. I can't remember. Because I think he came fully armored. And in this version, he's got bare legs and bare arms. So, but there is the difference. This version of him comes with 3 different heads and a whole bunch of other accessories. But you can see the glaring difference between the two. The upgrade in armor, the upgrade in detail, everything. Even weaponry. Like I added this weapon to him because the weapons he came with were kind of meh. They kind of came with that 1.0, and I even gave him one of these shields on his back. So, and now his hand came out. That's another Wave 1.0 lovely thing that they used to do all the time. Their hands used to depeg if you had like a heavy weapon on them. But there's I guess a little bit of an evolution there in the character. I would say a huge evolution into this. But yeah, there's those comparisons, and then bringing back in the new version of, actually, I'll put him over here. New version of Otho and the old version of Otho. All I did here was add a cape, and it added way more to the character, I thought. So I'm still going to keep this Otho just because it is a part of like action figure history, and also I like this version. I feel like this is the more like regal version where he's kind of like at events or whatever, at ceremonies and such. And then you've got this version, which is battle ready. So, but it always made sense to me to have him dual wielding. There's just something about Otho where I'm like, he's a dual wielder. Definitely. But here's the back of him. Here's the new shield he comes with. And he does come with 2 centerpieces for the shield. He's got this like lion, which is in there. And then there's like a regular circular kind of plain centerpiece for the shield as well. So pretty excited about those. Those were like a must get for me. I was like, oh yeah, I have to get those. I have to get that set. So those were big ones. I think exceptions to the rule of me kind of taking a monstrous step back from getting Mythic Legions because I wanted to focus more on Cosmic. Excuse me while I sneeze. Oh my God, it was like one of those long sneezes. Good God. Good golly, Miss Molly. But there's also the heads. And I actually, you know what? Really quick, I'm going to try and find his alternate head. Oh, I think I got another sneeze. Nope, that's not it. Oh, man. I hate having allergies. It's the absolute worst. All right, it's right here. So with this new Otho, like I said, he comes also with this helmet as well. And if you want to put this helmet on, it also opens up, and you can put that faceplate in there if you want to switch the helmets. So he doesn't come with a new faceplate, a different faceplate. He comes with a different helmet that you can swap the faceplate into. Oh my God. I can't stop like sniveling. It's annoying. Oh yeah, he also comes with this axe and multiple different hands, which this axe is absolutely glorious. I love the blues. It's like a metallic blue here, and then he's got like a flat blue right there, which is really, really nice. Look at that. It is gorgeous. It's like I almost want to put him with the axe, but then I got him like, I need him dual wielding. So I don't know. I guess I could give this axe to this version too. So there's that option. If you do have that Otho, I know a lot of people don't, but and then here's the other head. Now, let me swap. He doesn't have hair in the back because you got to take the hair off of here and plug it into the back. We'll do that in the review. We're not going to do that right now. But here is the comparisons with the new head and the old one. As you can see, like, look how much the two head sculpts have a variation. You know, it's almost like he's more burly here than than that version, or than this version. This version looks a little bit more like clean shaven. And then also you can also see the upgrade in the paint apps from wave 1.0 all the way to now. Like the skin tones look a little bit more natural, where this is a little bit more shiny of a plastic. And the eyes, he's got like blue eyes here, but they're like kind of like sticking out a little bit further, where these are a little bit sunken in. Like, it's a huge upgrade. Like, they've definitely gotten leaps and bounds better when it comes to paint apps and sculpts and stuff like that. So there are huge differences between 1.0s and figures coming out now, obviously. But all right, so that's Otho and the Perksock, I believe. Let me put that stuff away. Soft good puts it way over the top for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Soft goods add so much, which is so weird because like if you talk to like Black Series collectors, they hate them. I'm like, what? How do you hate soft goods? I don't quite understand that. I have to blow my nose now. I apologize. I'm gonna mute. That was weird. I like blew my nose, and then like it smelled like noodles, like cooked noodles. I don't know if that's. I don't know. Maybe I'm having like an aneurysm or something. But all right. So, but yeah, when you talk to like most Black Series collectors, they want sculpted everything, and I'm like, you guys are like hindering the figure so much by doing that. But it's also Hasbro, so they're a lot cheaper with their soft goods. Where these soft goods are like they're like double ply and then stitched, and then they also have wires and everything, even the cover crotch covering pieces. So but the next one I got, and we're switching gears back to Cosmic Legions, is the Tusk Heavy Gunner, which is really cool looking. Like, I really, really like this dude. I love the paint scheme. My favorite color is green, so I always kind of lead to green. I tend to like green colors, but wow, everything here awesome. The Tusk bodies are just so fun to, like, I don't know, just play around with, handle. They're just so fun. Now, this head covering piece, there's just a regular Tusk head underneath there, and then you attach this to the top. I'm sure you guys have seen it with the upcoming Phantom Trooper and the Heavy Gunner and a couple others. I think they had some other figures come with like a translucent green head covering. But I really like this. It's using the Tusk Pilot chest piece. I believe these are the, I'm not sure whose shoulder pads, so shoulder pauldrons those are. I'll have to go back and look at everything. But Tusk body, Vorga gun again, which I wish they would have put a different attachment on here. Would have been nice, but you know, that's a nitpick. Looks really good though. I love the color scheme with the, like, I don't know, heavily shaded orange, like dark orange with the green. This kind of reminds me of something that would be in Ninja Turtles, this color. I don't know. It just does. but it looks great. And he's pretty much all geared up. And I think he looks fantastic. He's a lot of fun. And I think he's still available also. So you guys should consider if you're looking into getting any of these figures. I would consider him as one of the favorites. All right. So now, showed him, showed them, showed everybody. Okay. So I'm going to excuse this gentleman. And I've been working on a couple customs. One has been, kind of in the works for years. The other one I had printed up, and then I just never got to finishing him. Now, his guns are not finished. The majority of him is finished. I also did want to do, I might just do a whole character bio. But I'm going to introduce them, their names, and then we'll get to, and I might adjust a couple things as far as like paint apps on both of them. But these are the customs I've been working on. I do want to get a different head for one character, which the first one is going to be this custom character that I think I have close to being final. I might change the paint apps from red and blue here because it looks a little funky to me to black and blue. And then, but there's a couple other things I added. This is I think the first Mythic Legions custom character I made, which his name is Nashoba Borg. Like I said, I think I have a new head on the way. I have a new head on the way that I actually bought from, I think it was like an eBay seller, but we'll get to that when I get the head. And I'm going to paint that up, and that's going to be Nashoba Borg's head. But this has kind of been the placeholder for a long time. But this is actually going to be a different character's head now. So, but for the most part, this pretty much 90% of him was painted. I want to say about over 2 years ago. He's got a custom centerpiece. The hoses are, I believe, custom as well. The head is a custom. I gave him this kind of can of beams, like a gauntlet blade. I gave him the missile on his arm right here. I painted little things recently, like these little red specks right there. I repainted the belt, which I'm going to probably repaint again for the 90th time. But here's the back. I also did paint the bubble gloss black to give him a little bit of a different look. And there's a reason why he's on the tusk body. It kind of is part of his character. So we'll get to that in the character bio. But I have a whole story written out for this guy, whole character bio. And everything kind of lines up perfectly when you put the helmet on. I painted all of the little specks inside there too. Some greens, some yellows, some reds. The thrusters are all painted red. The belt is custom painted as well. This was essentially an all gray tusk figure. Originally, I painted all the silver like clasps and everything. Like went with metallic silver for that. But this is a 3D printed rifle, and that's his. What I will tell you that this rifle has a specific name. It's called the Necros rifle that he uses. And it has specific abilities, too. So, there is Nashoba Borg. So, we'll set him over there for now. And now, this guy I've been painting for maybe 3 days. I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I want to say he's not 100% complete. He's definitely not 100% complete. I'm going to have to remove his pistol out of his hand for now. Hopefully not too much paint comes off his hand because I got to finish painting everything and then sealing the paint And I also have some accessories coming, custom accessories coming. So there's that. But here is Eris Collard. This is Eris Collard. And he's another all original character. I went with these are all like as far as 3D printed goes, 3D printed chest, 3D printed pauldrons, original helmet, gauntlets are 3D printed. So none of the horsemen make the majority of the stuff. The only thing that's on here from the horsemen are the legs and the arms that attach to the gauntlets and the hands. That's it. Everything else you see here is 3D printed. Oh, and the ball joints that connect the thighs, or not the shins, excuse me, to the foot. That's it. But everything else, original 3D printed. I tried to put a bunch of different paint apps on here as much as I could to kind of really liven him up. The back is all painted up. But yeah, I got to go over him with another set of paint apps across the board. So all the details that you see here, I'm going to go over for a 4th time and then seal the paint. But right now he's on his, I think he's got 3 layers right now. So I like to do 4. You don't have to do that many as long as you seal the paint in. But some people just do 2. But I like the paint to last as long as possible. So I went with the Hunter Green from Apple Barrel. And then the other green is a, what is it? It's a spring green, I believe. Yep. It's this spring green. There's other lighter greens that you can go with. And then here's the Hunter Green from Apple Barrel with him. For Neshoba Borg, I went with this blue model color for him. Back off my lighting, good lord. And that lighting, good lord. There's the model color. And then the reds, stuff like that. The blacks, I just went with a Apple Barrel black. All the metallics that you see on both of them are an XF Tamiya 56. And then the purple is just a deep purple for all the purples. There's not that much purple on him. But I thought purple always went perfectly with green. So I did purple there, and then up on the kind of apparatuses over here. Apparati. The apparati. And then gold for the eyes, which I thought looked really, really good. So, but I'm actually considering using this head for Ares. And Ares is spelled Arris. So I think that might be the head that I use for him. And then I have a head that kind of encapsulates Neshoba Borg's character better than that head. So, and I think this head actually encapsulates more of him once I get to those character bios. But I got a rifle for him coming, a pistol, and that's it. Because he's already got a jetpacks attached to the sculpt of the back here, which is perfect for him. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. I had a lot of fun painting him and kind of figuring out what colors I was going to use. That I want to say that was the most difficult thing, because kind of what you start is what it is. Twizzler19 says that's a wicked looking head sculpt. Thanks, bud. Cool looking custom. He also says that. Woodman says looks great. No way soft goods look more natural to me. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Woodman. Man, I got to get into 3D printing. Yeah, man. Just make sure you get a Bamboo P1P. Those are the best on the market right now. And I think if you go to their website, Bamboo, they drop them in price here and there. Usually towards the end of the year is when I picked mine up. You can pick it up usually around the $400 or $500. Totally worth it. And then just make sure you get the filament combo with it, which is what I did. And then choose your colors wisely as far as filament. Filament's not too expensive. It went up a little bit this year, but it's still not too bad. So I'm hoping that filament doesn't go crazy, but even with the tariffs and stuff like that, it wasn't affected too badly. So, but there you go. There is Neshoba Borg on the left and Eris Collard on the right. And I can't wait to introduce you guys to their backstories and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But there you go. All right. So those are the customs. We got to those. And we'll get those two guys out of the way. I have a whole nother character set up in my mind that I'm gaining pieces and parts and ideas and stuff like that for. And then I want to do a female character as well. So I can't wait. And they're all going to be aliens. So there's no humans here. Thanks for the 3D tip. May message you to pick your brain when I purchase one. Yeah, man, absolutely. Just make sure you stick with the bamboo P1P. That's the only one to really get. Don't buy the cheap ones off of Amazon. They're just not worth it. Spend a little bit extra money and it's a far better product. I've seen people print up entire like Rattler airplanes and stuff like that in classified form from P1Ps. So even Death Star scenes and stuff like that. So all right, so I don't even have these boxes open yet. I don't know what's in each box, but I know what's in. I think I know what's in this small one. So we'll get to this first, and I think it is the other half of my oxkrewe order. The week, so what is this? Yes, so this is just my oxkrewe extras that I ordered. So I ordered another set of the Campside collection. So I guess I can show it. I already showed it, but there you go. I ordered another one. I wanted two of them just because, world building and stuff like that. And then I made sure I always do this in every wave. I get two of each of my favorite characters. So I got another Velok spear. I'm considering getting another Curran Ray just to use a lot of the parts and stuff like that for a different character. But yeah, I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But so that's the rest of my pre-order order. They always usually send the all-in first, and then they ship out the rest of the figures that you buy single after. So that's just how that works. They do the bigger orders first, and then they did the smaller orders. But I don't think that's actually how it went with Wave 2.0, because I remember when I got Advent of Decay, a lot of people didn't get their all-ins, and they were kind of waiting for them, and a lot of people that got single figures, they got those first before the all-in people, and I remember people throwing a bitch fit about it. But, alright, so some of these figures that I got from the Store Horseman website are going to be used for customs, some are going to be used as themselves, because I don't think I have them. I have Mythic and Cosmic Legions in here. All right, so first one, and I think I'm definitely probably going to be using her as a custom, is another Tusk Engineer. Let me back up my camera because I am way too close. Is another Tusk Engineer. And then another one I got for a custom. Both of these two are going to be used for customs as well. Scoot him over. Or scoot her over, I should say. Is another Oleg Thygar. And then this one is another Oleg Thygar. So I got two of those, and a lot of their pieces are going to be used for customs. His whole body and neck piece is going to be, I'm just going to basically be removing the head, and a different head's going to go on there, which I have planned for. And it's going to be a totally different character. I'm going to repaint the whole body and everything. So this Oleg Thygar is not going to be the same as it once was. She is going to be something else. I don't want to get into it just yet, but she's going to be, a lot of her parts are going to be used for a custom female character that I was just alluding to. So there's that. And then this Oleg Thygar, I want to say the majority of him is going to be used. There's going to be pieces that I take off and swap out with something else. It's going to be 3D printed and more original looking, but while still fitting the cosmic and mythic legions aesthetic. So there's that. So all three of those are going to be separate, different characters, which I'm pretty excited for. Now, I did get. Now the rest is mythic legion stuff. And I saw this set and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have to pull the trigger on this. There's a lot of uniqueness to it. And I really, really was excited for it, which is the Poxus weapon pack. So we've got all new, less thick. Because if you guys remember Advent of Decay, like a lot of the weaponry that they came with was super awesome looking. But a lot of the weaponry also was entirely too thick for the hands and would like stretch the hands out to the point or be too heavy where the characters couldn't even hold the items, or they would just cause the figure to fall over. So and there's also like a lot of cool little things in this set that kind of separates itself from a lot of other things. So let's go ahead and we're going to open this set so I can show you what in the hell I'm talking about. And you know what? I'll open up I'll open up the Tusk Engineer too. But I also do have 2 more Mythic Legions to kind of get to. I also do have a Big Bad Toy Store order that should be here probably, I'm hoping before next weekend. So I'll be able to get to that in another live stream. So there's that. But this week I'm going to be definitely working hard on getting edited reviews out because it's been quite a while since I've done an edited review. But it comes with a new belt piece, which looks really nice. It has like a little pouch right there. Hold on a second. Let me readjust my situation here. There we go. Just saw the Tusk Engineer, Sentry, and Pilot to make my first Cosmic Custom, says Twizzler. Nice, man. What kind of, are you going for are you going to mix and match parts? Or are you just going to go for, use the base bodies and go for a custom head or something? Or what do you plan on doing with those? Here's the close-up of the belt, sash, and everything. It looks pretty cool. I like the sculpt on that. And then the next one is like a, oh, this is cool. It's like a, let's see here. We'll get this out. This is like a really cool, I'm not sure who originally this came with. Usually they reuse parts and pieces from the Wave. But, yeah. This looks really cool. I like the, like, look at even this little ball right here. It actually looks like a crystal ball, which is insane. My lighting's not helping too much here, but it looks great. It looks fantastic. I love it. Love the paint. Love the purple with the silver. It looks so good. So good. So there's those. Twizzler says, pop and swap and start to paint some 3D head sculpts I've purchased. Nice, man. That's awesome. Are you, is anybody here going to go to Legions Con? I am not, unfortunately. I went 2 years ago when Wave, I believe, when Wave 1 of Cosmic Legions was kind of popping up everywhere. I went that year. And I think I even have the video. I did a whole, like, live stream from Legions Con. This is a really cool one. Oh, my God. This is beautiful. Even this, like, holy shit. Look at the stone in here. It actually looks like a stone. Like, my lighting's really not helping right now. But it really looks like a stone. That is fantastic. I'm going to assume this is probably a bad guy weapon. A villain weapon. It'll be my first time attending this year. Oh, nice, man. I think you'll have a lot of fun. There's so many custom heads there. I think Wolf King Customs is going to be there. He's a really good customizer. I was actually trying to buy a head off of his website, but I guess his website, he said, or I emailed him saying, hey, I can't purchase anything off your website. And he said that they're just having problems with the website right now. So, but there's also this staff as well. Looks really cool. It's got like a snake head, body with wings. What is going on with my focusing right now? There we go. Sorry about that. This I'm definitely going to probably paint up because it's very plain. And then we've got a single staff right here. Oh, I keep dropping shit today. It's got like a pink orb on the top. And then silver over here. This looks really nice. And then we've got a whole bunch of little pieces. Got that leg. Oh, look at this. That's cool. Are these like belt attachments? Yeah, oh yeah, they're definitely belt attachments. And we got, what is that? It's like a bones or something? I'm gonna put them all in screen in a second. Sorry if I'm off screen, but and then we got that. Oh god. This little piece that is gonna want to get lost in a second. We got some scrolls. That's cool. It's a nice pack. All right, so what we've got, showed you all that stuff. We've got a scroll right here. It's like a smaller rolled up scroll. And then we've got a longer scroll. Or is that a bone? No, it's a scroll. I almost thought it was a bone because it's like bone colored. And then we've got like this little like, let me scoop my stuff up. We got this like bird head. It's like a skeleton bird head. Good Lord, focus today. There you go. And that's like a belt attachment. You can put that on somebody's belt. And then we got this like book of, it doesn't open. Oh, does it open? No, I don't think it does. No. But it's like a spellcaster book, and it comes with an actual real chain that you can put around somebody. Kind of like bandolier style. So that's cool. And then we've got another belt attachment. Looks like potions and such. My Pyrenees wants to say hello. So I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but he is. That's Dusty. There's my significant other telling him to be quiet. Tate! Woo! He's like Ric Flair. I call him Ric Flair because he's like all white, like Ric Flair's hair was. And then he woos. He goes, woo! There's some, I think these are like twigs. They look like little bones, but they almost look like twigs too. So those are all belt attachments. And then we've got like a pouch, another potion, I think, and a, what's that called? Cork? Or something with a K? I can't remember. Oh my god, the focusing today. There we go. Looks cool. Nice little attachments. Cool little set. Pretty happy with those. And let me get these out of the way now. All right, so that's that set. And the next one is this guy. I kind of passed on, and I kind of pissed at myself for doing that. But I'm glad I was able to get this guy for $37. This is Gaspar the Unamused, and he's really cool. You can go for a regular look for him with the human head right there, or you can go for this orc head. And he's kind of on this like monk body, which is really cool. I'm going to take him out so we can take a look. But he comes with this like weird, creepy little doll person. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to read his bio. But it's pretty cool. And I think he comes with like nunchucks and a couple different things. There were some cool like exclusive things that they did. I didn't get his counterpart that he's supposed to come with, but um, I just wanted him. I still need to get Zende. He's definitely been on my list for years to get. I think he was like one of the few that I actually wanted to get from the Poxus wave. I still need to get Poxus because I do want at least the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I think Poxus and Necronominus I both have to get, but the others I have. I have Arethyr, and I have what's her name, Morgalith. Surprised I remembered that name. All right, so getting him out. Got a bunch of hands, and we got soft goods. Oh my goodness! And a bearded head that's the same one on ATL 25, and I believe Zende. This is Zende head. So I might go with the orc head. I don't know. I feel like having the same head on too many people looks a little weird in the collection. Yeah, we got this like creepy little doll. Ugh. I am a creepy little. Oh my god, I can't focus. I'm a creepy little doll man. I'm gonna haunt your dreams. I'm possessed by a demon. This is creepy. It's funny, but creepy. All right. And then he comes with like a bow staff. Which, if you know me and turtles, I am a big fan of Donatello. He's my favorite turtle. So, it's a cool bow staff, too. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And then we got... Oh, his feet are attached here. Oh, my God. What is going on here? What in the shite? What's going on? There we go. I was like, why won't he come out? Why won't you come out and play, Danny? Forever and ever. There we go. Good grief. That was like a friggin' opening up a NECA figure, for God's sake. Alright. I might keep this packaging. I normally try to stay away from keeping packaging nowadays. Just because I have zero room for anything now. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put him. I know where I'm going to put him. I'm just going to have to make him fit. Alright, get that out of the way. Opening this up, and I said, like I said, he's on this like cool ass monk body, dude. It's like a bear body, but not a roar bear body, but I'm actually like bare-assed body, but not 100% bare-assed, you know? Let's get that off of there. And then put these, like, oh, kind of almost reminds me of like a friggin' Street Fighter character or something. But he looks cool, man. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. There we go. It's better. But if we take this off, which we're going to, pop the head. Now, all of the newer Mythic Legion bodies, let me adjust my camera, have a neck hinge, which is great because not only do you get the range of motion and the head itself, like remember we only had this forever, and a little bit of tilt and a swivel, but now we got friggin' hinges, dude. I love it. Why didn't we have a hinge the whole time? I don't know, but probably because swappable necks and stuff like that. So yeah, I get it. Let's take that off. We can put that back on. Oh man, that is. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the orc body. It looks really good. And then he's got these like wraps around the legs and stuff. And then these like bare legs now, which is really cool. And then he's got better, I want to say a full 90 degrees in that bend now. A little bit more than 90 degrees, actually. So it was like a hair higher, you know? But these wraps look cool. The belt looks really nice with the pouches. He's got like a little double sheaths right there if you want to put anything in there. But he's got this skirt piece. He's so simple, but sometimes it's like the simplest like designs, and a fully wired like I don't know what you call this, like a robe. And then this like skirt piece, fully wired from down here all the way around, meeting up back into there. And you could take this off if you wanted to, and he does have a sculpted tunic underneath. So there's the sculpted tunic. There's his butt cheek. Well, he doesn't have any cheeks. It's kind of like a flat butt. He's got flat butt. But but yeah, man, he's cool. Let's get him. He's got his nunchucks right here, which is actually a real chain. Looks great. I'll try and fit these. Well, I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, yeah, that could work like that. Oh, yeah, let's try and get this in there. But I like this dude. I've always wanted, like, I've been saying it for years. I'm like, oh, man, it would be so cool to get, like, Asian-themed Mythic Legions. And I think we're starting to get some. I don't know how I'm going to get this out if I put that in there. Ooh. All right, I'll do this. I'll back that out. And we'll do this. We'll go... Ooh, is that going to be tight too? This is me figuring shit out. This is how I think. I think out loud all the time. I'm the antithesis of a out loud thinker. There we go. We could do that. And it like lays natural. Look at that. Now that's how you do it right there. And you can get some bends. Oh snap says, oh, that's who the doll reminds me of, Mr. Punch. He's like creepily, just kind of slowly, or like Mr. Hanky or something. Like, why won't I focus today? What's going on? Come on, focus on him in the corner. He's like, I don't know what's going on with my focusing right now. It's trash. But yeah, he's like creepy little dude. I don't have to read the bio. I don't have time right now to do it, but yeah, this guy can really. Let's get him like situated here with his. I do kind of wish. The one thing I wish he had was butterfly joints. Oh, that would really make it a better situation, I think. Because like you want the monk to be able to do like martial arts and stuff, you know. Whoa, can I help you? Oh, okay, hold on, guys. All right. Yes, ma'am. Um, sorry, I had to say goodbye to the future wifey. She's going to work. She works third shift. Come on, get your damn hand in there, you Billy. There we go. All right, so pardon the interruption. Let's get him situated here. Get your foot right, stupid. And then we'll get him like this. Does he have a vertical? Oh, he's got lateral hinge joints. I wonder if the other hands will probably be helpful, but he can really just, there we go, like that. Where'd your hands go, Billy? I don't know why I keep calling him Billy. Billy! There's your hands. All right, so let's get the hands out and see what we got here with the hands. We got like a, okay, here we go. No, there's no, they're all lateral. But we do have some punchies. Some punchies. Focus. Punchies. I swear it's because I'm live. It's refusing to work properly. And some grippies. Which I think I'm going to do that right now. I like the grippies. Open grippies. Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. Now he's kind of like, what's up? Kind of wish his head would move over just a hair. Oh, I like this guy a lot. Oh, I like him a lot. I really like him. I really like him. Oh, boy. I really like this guy. Yep. I like him. The only thing he's missing, like I said, butterfly joints would help this figure. Oh, it would take him over the top. And then vertical hinge joints as well as lateral hinge joints for the hands. That's all I would really want to improve. They're starting to do double jointed knees on smaller figures. I think those like halflings or whatever they are that are coming out. They're starting to do those. But I think they're also starting to do bicep swivels. So they are adding to what they're doing. But oh man, I love this. I still love it. I love the leg wraps. It looks so good. The bare feet. Oh, it's so good. And then if you do want to have them with the other head, here's what the other head looks like. Oh boy, that's a tight ass fit. Ugh. Oh my God, it's so tight. I feel like I'm going to rip the ball joint off the head. But there you go with the regular head. I'm still going to go with the orc head. So, there we go. It's definitely a better fit with the orc head. Easier to pop in and off. On and off, I mean. In and off? I don't know. Oh my, I'm going to be playing around with this guy all day. Like I said, sometimes it's just the simpler figures that I just really enjoy the most. I don't know why. The friggin' beads and the arm and leg wraps, and I don't know. It's just I've been wanting a monk, and like this is monking me right to town. I don't know what that means. Don't ask because I don't have an answer for that. But it's monking. It's monking time, baby. Let's get monkey. Funky and monkey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should have taken the head off, and I'm doing this wrong. Oh, and I finally saw the Fantastic Four movie, too. I don't know if you guys saw it. But I thought it was pretty fun. It wasn't a bad movie at all. I thought people were like, oh, this is going to be a terrible movie. And I was really worried, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the casting of Reed Richards. I would have went with somebody else. And nor I wasn't a big fan of Vanessa Kirby either. I think she's too old. That's just me. Oh Snap says no preheating the figure required. Oh no, yeah, no. Don't do what I'm doing. Definitely preheat your figure. Not in the oven, but use a heating source. I mean, I'm definitely asking for trouble by not doing it. There's even a little slip that says, well, make sure you heat your figures. But I don't have time for that right now. And I certainly don't want to have you guys sit here and wait while I'm heating up a figure, But with your figure, I would absolutely heat it up. I would recommend you do that. Haven't seen it yet, but definitely going to. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely suggest watching it. I think the Sue was pretty well done and not in a cringe way. You know how they like to cringe up every single female character in the Marvel Universe now by making them strong, independent women. That thing that everybody's doing, which is obnoxious at this point. and cringe. But yeah, they didn't really do it. They did treat them, I want to say, more as a family, which is, you know, pretty well done. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a review or something like that. But I love this guy. He's so cool. All right, let's get him into a neutral stance here because he's going, well, I'm taking up all the space here. I like him a lot. Like, I really, really like this guy a lot. Oh, he's so fun. Just get him kind of like looking like a badass with his freaking monk robe. I love this. What do you guys think? You guys like him? I like him a lot. All right, so I got one last figure. He's a bigger boy. He's been eating, you know. He's getting his nutrients. I saw this figure. I remember even talking to Strident about this guy. I'm gonna have to lift my camera up just a little bit. Let me get friggin' Waltor out of the way here. I feel like he's kind of messing up my focusing here. All right, so I'm gonna open him up while I chatterbox you to death. I saw this guy initially, part of the Poxus wave, and I was like, if I get one or two figures out of this wave, he needs to be one of them. And then I didn't really get anybody out of the Poxus wave. Like, I think I skipped that whole wave. So, and I don't believe... Yeah, no, this guy is from the Necronominus wave, I believe. Or not. No, I think he's like an exclusive 2-pack based on somebody that works for the Horsemen. But this guy is strictly from the Poxus wave, which... Oh, yeah. There's not even, like, twist ties on this guy. Maybe it's because he's a bigger figure. I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I gotta get that guy. Unique. Very unique. A larger figure, which that usually sells me immediately. And he's got unique accessories. I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of reuse on him. I'll have to take a closer look at him as we look together. But when I saw this dude, as I get the 75,000 zip ties, good Christ on a cross. Not even a religious man. Oh God, there goes the thing. All right, there's that. That in the cooler. All right, so there's the figure. Hold on a minute, I'm getting to it. Oh, whoa, that is epic. Whoa. Damn. That's sick. All right, you'll see it in a second. Sorry. Trying to get everything out of the package, and everything is so zip tied in there. All right, hands, sword, thingy. Ugh. Come on, thingy, get out of there. Thingy. And put the packaging over here. I got a lot of cleaning up to do tonight. Good Lord. Glad I got off tomorrow. So, this is one of the coolest ones in the wave. I believe it's pronounced Calazir. Oh God. Fix your foot, damn it. Calazir. And he's a larger kind of, he's a brute body, I want to say. But yeah. Yeah, Calazir with 2 R's. And he's like a genie in a bottle. Gotta rub me the right way. Sorry, I will never do that again. But he comes with this like sick, like ponytail. He comes with a friggin' a genie lamp. And look at this friggin' sword that I don't think anybody's had. This is like unique to him. I was like, oh my God, I have to get it. It's like a head blowing out like fire as the blade coming out of the skull. I mean, what the frig? How much cooler does that get? How much cooler does that get? And for the original price that he was going for, my God, fan-friggin-tastic. Let's put them together. Let's put the baby together. Put the baby together. I'm asking for trouble, not heating shit up, but it worked. There you go. I am also very, 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 very careful with my figures. So just don't do what I'm doing. Heat your stuff up. Don't be like me and risk things. But he also comes with an extra set of hands, grippers with nails on them. Ooh, he's got the nails on them. And then here's his genie lamp. It's got like gold accents, and it's silver and a black dry brushing going throughout the genie bottle. Got rubber the right way. I can't talk. Rubber the right way, I was trying to say. So the I don't know what's reused on him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the fetuses are newish. I don't think I've seen this, nor do I have anybody that has this shin armor. It's almost sounded like I said shit armor. Shin armor. The belt piece is new. That I do know. This necklace piece is new. The head is clearly new. Look at this friggin' head. Oh my lord, have mercy. That is a head even a mother could love. I'm not sure what faction. Okay, so he's a bad guy. He's part of the assholes. Poxus, but jerks. Born from elemental fire. My eyes. I also don't have my glasses, so I can barely read anything. So if I stop midway, you'll know why. Let's see what this says. Born of elemental fire. Born of an elemental fire that transcends our physical plane. Okay. The Din of Mythos. Oh, he's the Din Jaren of Mythos. Oh my God, he's gonna take bounties. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. Bad joke. The Din of Mythos are enigmatic people known to their great power and unpredictable allegiances. All right, I'm not going to try and struggle through that because I can barely see. Could you make the script any smaller on that? Good Christ. I kind of wish that they would stop doing the bios on the side of the cards and just give us a card. Give us a bio card inside. Like, I don't think that would cost that much more. But I also don't know what their costs are, so I can't speak on that, I guess. All right, so let's get this. Let me get the hand out. Do things properly today. I'm looking for a reason to screw up here. Let's open up the hand a little bit. Little bit. There we go. This sword is frackin' awesome. Snap said, ouch. All right, and then I'll do 360s with this guy. Look, the freaking earrings are like metal and they dangle in the ear hole. What other company's doing that? Like, I have my gripes with Four Horsemen stuff, but like, good God, no one's doing this. Jesus. I don't hear anybody talking about this guy either. That's the other thing. I'm like, no one's talking about this dude? How? He's got like his own signature sword. Comes with a friggin' genie lamp. Now his wrist is super loose and it's doing that thing that Mythic Legions do where they like do this. I don't like that at all. I hate it. But it's because the plastic on the sword is so thick. It's like kind of wanting to weigh the The wrist. It's wanting to do things to the wrist. But anyway, the belt looks really good. All new sculpt for the belt. Look at that. Freaking belt. And then cloth goods that are wired all the way around, including here. Wired. So if you want to get this like flowing situation, these are this wired tunic, wired skirt piece. Like everything's wired. Like that costs money. I'm sorry, but when you're doing soft goods, and this isn't like crappy Hasbro soft goods either. This is like really good, well done, double-sided and stitched wired goods that we're talking about here. That's where independent companies shine. Is paint apps over the bigger companies. Soft goods, friggin' earrings that are earrings in the head. Oh my God, that's so cool. It's like, oh my God, so cool. I really like this dude too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm glad I bought him. He's friggin' awesome. Both these guys. I was like, do I really want to dive back into any sort of Mythic Legions? And then I was like, I saw that accessory pack, and then I was like, well, I did tell myself there's sometimes an exception to the rule, like where something is so unique that you can't pass on it. And then I was like, oh my God, they have a monk body. Like, if you go back and watch my older videos, like, because I've been covering Mythic Legions for as long as they've been around, like I Wave 1.0 and on, you'll hear me say, I hope they do a monk body. Probably 10 years ago when I was doing those videos. Snap says, I originally passed on the genies. So many mythics to get. I guess I'm adding him to my list again. Yeah, I would absolutely put him at the top of your list if I could recommend something. Because super unique. I mean, just because we all know, like as Four Horsemen collectors, like I've been collecting Four Horsemen products since the McFarlane days. We all know that they like to reuse a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff doesn't feel all that unique sometimes. Like you could definitely tell with like the early stages of Cosmic Legions, there's a lot of reuse. And I'm trying to support that line as much as possible because I'm more of a sci-fi guy than the sword, sandals, fantasy, sorcery, whatever you want to call it. I still like it. I just like sci-fi stuff a little bit more. And you're in the early stages of a new line, you're gonna see heavy reuse, and you're gonna see reuse throughout the line. It's usually heavier early on with a smaller company, but this is like there's really not that much reuse. I'm trying to really peg it. Maybe that's an orc ogre body, which I do have him, and if I go get him, he's gonna knock everybody over, so we'll save that for the review. But this is an exception to the rule. I think if you're on the fence with him, if I can advocate for something, I would advocate for this figure. There's also when you look at the rest of the bigger guys in that wave, there's that orc, the good guy orc that's on the larger, he's on the body like this, I think. And then there's Alazazar or Zazarzar. It's the two genie. I don't know how you pronounce. I don't know. I think one's like Alzar and Zazar or something like that. And then when they combine, this is the combined form. So this guy right there. I would make an exception to the rule for him. He's already been released as Scourge. But this guy, too, is who I was talking about. The orc, good guy, sorcerer. So I think between those three, even if you just get those three, especially with the sale going on, I think you're getting your money's worth. Or even if you just get him, you're getting your money's worth. So, yeah. Let's get his... Oh, he also comes with these, like, swirling effects and stuff like that. That's so cool. Like this, I feel like the Poxus wave is the wave where they really went like, okay, we got to put more effects in there and stuff like that, and like better paint apps and more signature weapons, which I've been asking for them to focus on that. Like he's got a signature bow staff, he's got a signature like, what do you call this? A scimitar. Where did his lamp go? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Where's your lamp? I love lamp. Brooke, are you just looking at things and saying you love them? Where'd your lamp go, Billy? Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Here we go. Let's get your lamp in your hand there, bud. Oh, great. We're going to have to do it this way. Have to pull your hand off. Sorry, your hand's gone now. It's like, my hand! What did you do to my hand? Don't worry, I'm putting it back in a minute. All right. Don't do it again, please. So you can have him hold it like this if you wanted to. Or you could use the, I guess, the open gripping hands. I don't know how well that's going to hold the lamp. But if you wanted to, you could have him hold it like he's presenting it to somebody. I kind of initially thought, like, because I didn't read his bio or anything, I guess you can have him hold it like that. Like he's presenting. But I'm probably going to have him hold it like this. I initially thought, like, without reading his character bio or anything, I thought he was going to be a good guy. But most genies are jerks, so it makes sense. And the bio even says, like, he doesn't really have a true allegiance to anybody. But here's the back of the figure with the big old ponytail. And then he's got, like, horns, like black horns coming out of his head. It's crazy. Awesome, dude. So cool. Yep. I'm sold. I really like both these guys. This was a top tier purchase, I think, for me. Very, very happy with all the Cosmic Legions. Like I said, the majority of the ones that I got here are ones that I already had. I might go back because there's a lot of Cosmic Legions I didn't finish as far as reviews. And there's actually a lot of Mythic Legions that I didn't review as well. Oh Snap says, yeah, they cannot be all Robin Williams. That's right. He was there, I want to say, for the most part. I mean, when you look at like Wishmaster and stuff like that, he's essentially like a genie. And at one point, I'm pretty sure in one of the Wishmasters, he made somebody, do things to themselves based on somebody's wish that was in prison. I don't know if you guys seen the Wishmaster movies, but be sure to go watch those because they're not really scary, but they're funny, and they're kind of like B movie funny, scary. Like there's gore in there, but it's like it's also funny at the same time. Anyway, but yeah, I really like these guys. I think these are really good picks. I don't know. I think I would even them out. I don't think I like one more than the other. But I like the options that you're getting, especially with this guy with alternate head. If you don't want to go for that orc look, you can go for that original look with the Zende head. The uniqueness of him, top to bottom, I think is way up there. As I burp. I like the extra hands, especially he needs, like, if you're going to have like a monk type character, you got to have fist hands. I would have loved a karate chopping hand. That would have been great. But I'll take these open gripping hands as well. And then the regular gripper hands too. So that's pretty cool. Sorry for bumping the camera there. But yeah, man, I am very, very, very happy with these. all of these. I covered a lot today. Do I dare try to get everybody in the shot for the goodbye? Let's get the big guy in the back. Let's get his foot planted properly so he's not acting a fool. All right, we'll put you in the back too. He's really cool. Like the paint, I can't stress the amount of like paint apps that are on this guy. It's so good. Then we'll put AA20 next to him because we got to do that. Let me back up a little bit. I got a mess all over my table and on the floor that I get to clean right after. Yay! Let's get all this out of the way and we'll do our outro. All right, and we got this big boy right there. And then we've got, oh God, I'm not gonna be able to fit all these guys in here. Urkzak. And where's my boy? Where's my boy Blue? There you are, Blue. I gotta move his arms. There we go. I'll put him up front because he's cool. I gotta say, I'm happy with all of these Mythic Legions that I got. Otho is a huge coup as far as getting them. The Cosmics are I'm having so much fun like customizing and stuff like that. And then we'll get ATL 25 ATL shorty. Um trying to think, is there anybody else? I'll leave the customs out. I showed them, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do a separate video on both of them and talk about their stories. And I'm really, really looking forward to introducing you guys to their characters and such. And I don't know, maybe, I mean, I would love to do some sort of segments with their characters. Maybe some sort of short story with them in action figure animation form or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Nothing in the works right off the bat, but I do want to get to their character bios and stuff like that. Anybody got any questions about any of the figures I showed today? I do have some G.I. Joes that I'm going to get to also. So I got a lot on my plate here. Does anybody want me to show anything on the figures that I have talked about? Do you think I missed anything? If you're watching this also on playback, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm shooting this live right now, but people watch this on playback. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to address anything about the figures. Anything? No? Nothing? All right. Well, we'll leave it at that then. Okay. And that's okay. The new orc, I'm about to order him. Oh, this guy? You were about to order him? Because I think he's still up on the website. Or are you talking about the genie? Him or him? Or him? Version 2 of Urkzak. I'm gonna have to do like a. I don't think I've done a Mythic Legions retrospective and kind of talk about the white painted face. The white painted face? Oh, Urkzak. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he's cool. He's definitely cool. That guy right there. I believe he's the commander of Arathir's army, or he's like the number 1 to Gorgo Aetherblade. So he works directly under Gorgo Aetherblade, and then Gorgo Aetherblade, I believe, is the main guy, the main commander that leads Arathir's army and wields the Aetherblade, which is given to him from Arathir. Urkzak. Yeah. So he's a one-off? No. So like I said, he did have a 1.0 figure, and this is his 2.0. I'm not sure if they're gonna be doing more after the sale. I have no idea, but I would definitely grab them now if you can, because if anything that I know about Mythic Legions is that I do know that they are releasing them separate. They come in a 2-pack, but they can also, like, the 2-pack isn't also a clamshell that comes together in one set. It's also, they sell them separately, but they considered selling them as a 2-pack. So it's confusing. It sounds confusing. Maybe I'm confusing it by the way I'm wording it. So they sold them initially as a 2-pack, I think for like $110. They're also now selling them separately on the website for $55 each. So hopefully that clarified him. So if you just wanted to get Urkzok and you wanted to pass on Otho, you could do that. But I wouldn't pass on Otho, man. I'm telling you, he's a good one. He's a good one too. I would just get both. Plus they're thematically, they go together. Like they both are essentially like Aether, or not Aether. Gorgo Aetherblade is supposed to go up against Attila Leoser. And Otho is his counter. His counter is Urkzok. So they thematically go together. I was debating 3 in my cart now. Wasn't sure if he was a special character or a troop builder. Oh no, he's a special character. He's his own guy. I need to figure out the head ball socket. As far as like Urkzok goes, or just in general for the ball sockets. Because I think, let me double check on Urkzok. Let me get him, and we'll push you over there. Let me see the head really quick. So it's on the hinge too. It's got the newer neck where it's got the hinge, and it also swivels. So you're going to get really good range of motion with this guy too. So he's on an all new body. It's all new. But yeah, definitely get him. Definitely get Otho if I could recommend them. If you're worried about, the head. Yeah, to do head swaps with other heads. Oh, okay. So hopefully I can help. So he actually comes with the 1.0 head originally. He comes with a screaming open mouth, and he comes with this head. So he comes with 3 heads. So does Otho. They both come with 3 heads. Like they come with a ton of stuff. That's why they're $55 a piece. So that's why they're a little bit more expensive, because they come with a like, they're essentially almost like a deluxe figure. But yeah, you shouldn't have a problem popping and swapping, because I can pop his head off. Right? There's his head. Right? And I'll just take Zende's head, and we can pop that on. And it's on there. So if you wanted to swap like a Zende head, you could do that. Anybody, doesn't matter. It's going to pop, and it's going to fit. No problem. With most Mythic, with the majority of all Mythic Legions, popping and swapping, they will fit unless it's a 2.0 body, which is a smaller framed male body, or the female bodies. They generally, with 2.0 bodies, they will swap within that 2.0 body. They won't swap with 1.0s. So as long as you have a 1.0 base body, which is essentially what this, that's an ogre body. It's not going to work with that. But as long as you have a head that has a 1.0 body, that head will fit. If it's a 2.0 body, they work with different peg heads, if that makes sense. Let me even try this. I'm going to try a Cosmic Legion head on, I don't know. We'll just try it. That's not going to fit because the collar piece is on there. We'll just try it with this guy right here because he's right here. So here's a Cosmic Legion. This is Curran Ray. She's on a smaller body. And it's definitely not going to fit. So, and she's on I believe a female body, and she is not gonna go. Well, it's kind of going. It's not really on there. If I heated this up, it would probably just fit. So, I mean, even the current ray. Let's see here. There we go. It's kind of on there. Would you put your weapon somewhere, Urkzak? So if you wanted to get that, you could. Let's pull that off. Let's try. What's his name? Friggin' this dude right here. See, that fits perfectly. That actually looks pretty good. Look at that. So if you wanted to do like a cosmic legion, you could use the Oleg spear, right? Is that Oleg? Is it Oleg? What? I can't think of anybody's name now. I am just tripping all over the floor here with my ship. Velok spear. Couldn't think of it. If you wanted to use the Velok spear head with this body, I think the skin tones, like, they kind of work. It's almost like the browns over here match perfectly the bear body. And this could work as like maybe like a cosmic monk type character. Hey, world is your oyster, but it fits perfectly. The current ray unmasked head, you probably have to heat that up a little bit more, and it'll probably still go on there. Now let's be ridiculous here, and let's put put the freaking. Now that is a look right there, you know. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't fit on there, and now let's get even more ridiculous here. That's not even gonna. No, it's not gonna. So with this hole, it's so small, with Uka, but it'd be funny if it was like sitting on there. To prove my point with 2.0s, see how small the hole is. That's not gonna work. So the 2.0s, like I said, run off a little bit of a smaller neck. Well, we will try it. We'll get ridiculous and try this. Oh, yeah, that's on there. So if you wanted to paint this green and have yourself a, Thraxian monk, you could do that. You could go that route if you want to. I don't have any other heads around here right now. Those are my heads. I think this is the best one. But yeah, it's not that bad. The Velok spear. I think it looks pretty good. So if you wanted to get all mythic with it, you could. I'm going to keep them cosmic. Or mythic. I mean, if you wanted to go cosmic, I meant. But I'm going to keep them mythic. I inverted what I was trying to say. But yeah, I think that'll do it. Unless anybody else has any other questions about neck pegs or anything like that. Yeah, I agree, oh snap. Super deformed alien monk patrolling the mean streets of California fighting crime. That's right. There it is, right there. With no neck, too. Negative neck. Oh, and I also found I got these. I should talk about this. Can of Beams also has these like Cosmic Legion like photon shields too that you can just like plug right into like the Tusk gauntlets. So if you wanted like, I don't know, if you wanted to plug this right into there, you could do it. You could. Oh god, both of us falling over. Our pets' heads are falling off. So if you wanted to do that, now this friggin' thing is coming off. Oh god. But if you wanted to do that, you could. So Can of Beams, you can find him on Etsy, you can find him on eBay, you can find him on his website, canofbeams.com. if you want to. And Ric Flair is just wooing downstairs, and he's lonely. That's what he's saying. Where's my dad? Where's my dad? Dad, 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 where's my dad? But I'm going to go check on him. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun to do. I really do enjoy doing these live streams and talking to you all. And yeah, I think that'll bring this to a close. I do have channel memberships that I put in the description box below. So if you just want to check that out and become a channel member, you can. I believe the tiers are at 99 cents and $2.99. So if you guys want to check those out, I've got special perks, which coming up, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for channel members only. And then end of the year, I always do a giveaway for everybody on the channel that are just, channel members and not channel members. I can't talk right now, sorry. But yeah, if not, and if you can't, don't want to join the membership program, you can also just subscribe. It's free to do. It helps the channel grow, and comment and like the videos. And that's all you can do. That's all that you need to do. But that's if you guys want to support. I appreciate it. Thank you to my Jive Turkey members, which are Woodman29 and Terry Turner. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Snap for hanging out with me. Appreciate you, brother. And good luck on picking up those Mythic Legions. Thank you to Woodman. No Terry Turner tonight. I'm shocked. Usually he's around. Twizzler19, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you so much. And what else do we got here? Applebone, thank you for hanging out. If you are still here, appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, that'll bring this to a close. If you're watching this on playback, thank you for watching all the way through. And thank you for the support, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys back here as soon as my Big Bad Toy Store shipment comes in. We'll do another live stream for that. But stay tuned for some edited reviews. I'm going to get to work on those tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a great night and have a great rest of your week. And I will see you guys on the flip side.